In this exercise, we're going to learn how in Chinese you can describe how a verb is happening. So in English, what comes to mind are adverbs, like run quickly or eat slowly. So in English, we have the verb and then we have an adjective after it that we usually add an ly to. So slow becomes slowly. Okay, so in Chinese, this is done a little differently. It's done using this character, de. And when you have an object, the verb has to be repeated. Okay, so let's just look at this example and hopefully that will make sense when I'm done explaining. Here we have a verb, 考试, which means to take a test. Okay, and when you take a test, you can test well or you can test poorly. Right? In this case, 考试 is a word, but 考 is acting as the verb and 试 is acting as the object. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have here. It says 小王常常考试考得很好. So what we have happening here is we have little Wang often takes a test, tests very well. Okay, so let's keep going and hopefully this feels comfortable and makes sense. Here we have 睡觉, which is to sleep. And then here we have 晚, which is late. So go to sleep late. So the sentence we would come up with is 小王常常睡觉睡得晚. Alright, one more time. 小王常常睡觉睡得晚. Okay, so 睡 is repeated. You have 小王常常睡觉睡得晚. Okay, here we have 喝咖啡. So 喝 is our verb and 咖啡 is the object, right? V verb O object. So we have 喝咖啡. So then we have 小王常常喝咖啡喝得多. Okay, 小王 often drinks too much coffee. Right? 小王常常喝咖啡喝得多. Okay? 写字, 写 is the verb to write, 字 is the object, words. Okay? 小王常常写字写得快. He often writes words very quickly. Okay? He often writes words quickly. A little Wang often writes words quickly. 小王常常写字写得. This the right here, 写得快. 预习, okay, to preview a lesson, right? Here it's just a verb with no object. Because there is no object, you do not need to repeat the verb. Okay, so this would be 小王常常预习得不错. Okay, there's no object, so you don't need to repeat this. Let me say that one more time. 小王常常预习得不错. Okay, let me just add an object here so you can see an example of how it changes when I have an object. So here we have 预习, which is previewing the lesson. So let's add an object, 课文. Right? 课文 means text, like the dialogue, the text. 课文. So now I'm going to say 预习课文. Now when we do the phone call, you don't need to do 预习课文. I'm just giving this to you as an example so you can see how it changes when we add an object. So let's imagine that it says here 预习课文. Alright, preview text. So now we're going to have 小王常常 预习课文，预习的不错。Okay? So because I added an object there, I had to repeat that verb. Right? Finally, we have 工作好 works well. So we have 小王常常工作的好。小王常常工作的好。Okay. So when we do the phone call, I'll ask these in the form of questions. For example, I would ask, 小王常常睡觉睡得晚吗? And then you would respond. You can respond yes or no. 小王不常常睡得晚。不常常睡觉睡得晚。So there you have it. Prepare well, and I hope you do well on the phone call.